Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe Happy Hour. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. And we're going to talk about all things stationery and fun things in the community, even in 2022. There's always stuff to talk about. Something new, something old, and something in our shopping cart. Hey Kelly, how's it going?
Hey April, it's good. I had a massage today
You didn't work
which was
today?
very nice. I didn't work today. I'm working tomorrow. It's going to be my first day back after a little vacay. Um
Nice.
so I've just got my water, nothing fancy, but it is in my fancy sparkly Starbucks cup from like 2016 or something.
It's our first happy hour of the year. We're supposed to like go off with something exciting, but I also just have
Oh, I
a
didn't do
lemon
that.
LaCroix.
Hey, that's the best. That's the best thing ever.
I'm okay with LaCroix. So I'm just like recently starting my intermittent fasting again. And then
Oh
my
no.
what? Well, it's not that as hard as you think. I think it's more of my other goal, which is to kind of cut down a little bit on sweet drinks. That's like really hard on me. So that's why the LaCroix comes in because it like reminds
Yes.
me of the bubblies and the carbonated drinks I like, but without the carbs,
Yes.
obviously.
Yeah, I'm struggling with, trying to cut back on sweet stuff. I was just saying, okay, here I'm gonna throw this out into the universe so you guys can call me on it. I was gonna, those pints of like Ben and Jerry's or Haagen Dazs or whatever. I want to try to make it a goal to only have one of those every month,
Oh.
instead of who knows how many. I don't keep track, but
That's a reasonable goal and I think totally doable. Like I actually last year I used to be a very ice cream girl, but for some reason, I think it's the weather. I started going to
hmm
ice cream less and less after like August, and then I think for the entire of last 4 months. It's funny, I was just looking at my Instagram, my personal Instagram the other day. Like it used to just be like cats and ice cream, like that's my thing. But now I'm like kind of falling off the ice cream trains. Also because one of our favorite ice cream place in Seattle like closed down because of the pandemic. So maybe that contributed to it a little bit. But
Oh yeah.
good luck on the 1 pint a
Yeah.
month. I think that's a great goal. And are you gonna try to be
I thought it was
crafty
reasonable.
about it, like getting only craft ice cream, or like go straight for the trashy Haagen Dazs? Because that's what I
Oh no,
indulge in.
I love Ben and Jerry's and Haagen Dazs. I'm like either one really. I'm already thinking about like my next fix.
We went on this retreat late last year, and like because I usually get like weird ones, but we went on this retreat and I'm just gonna go all out. So I called my mother-in-law who's like going to this grocery, like, can you just get like a Haagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream, and like, you know but then she bought like a weird like craft version of it, like not Haagen-Dazs, and I'm like, I just want the cheap and trashy ice cream.
Oh.
And then
Oh
it was this
yeah.
like gummy one that like, the
Oh.
made
Mm.
in like Washington, and it's like it's not good at all.
I know that brand. Isn't it like Snoqualmie or something?
Yeah, something like that. And I'm just like, I just want the sugar filled, really good Haagen Dazs, like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Give me that thing in a whole pint.
Yeah.
And so that was a little disappointing. But yeah. Oh, well, it's the new year. It's again happy hour, and welcome to new listeners. If you're listening to this for the first time, Kelly and I had actually made stationary goals earlier in an episode that came out this week about like trying to cut back on our like um, want list. The happy hour
hmm
is like the opposite of that because we usually research
Yes.
and find so many cool stuff. But it's okay. We're gonna still try to dole out the good information, but we're gonna try to stop sharing what we actually bought as much.
Right, exactly. No, I appreciate people have already I think there's been like 3 people that have called us out already. I'm like, I hear you guys, I see you guys, I appreciate you guys.
But starting off with first, have you seen the Superior Labor show their Nengajo,
No.
the leather Nengajo. So let me rummage through my drawer very quickly to find the one they had last year. The Superior Labor is a Japanese leather goods brand, and based in Okayama, and they make really good like leather pouches and canvas bags and stuff. And last year, they used like they cut pieces of scrap leather and like embossed this giant like cow on it,
Oh.
and then like send
Oh.
it out as like a leather postcard or include it in like
Oh,
orders.
that's right.
Esther, when we bought
Yeah.
from Wanderlust, she included that. And this year they did a
Mm.
version with the tiger, and it's so cute. And I kind of just
Oh.
want to collect it for collection's sake.
Oh. Of course. Yeah.
But I'm also like, what do I do with it?
Yeah, you can't really tip in like a chunk of leather.
Impossible to tip in. But yeah, it looks really good. And by the way, we're
Oh
are
yeah.
now showing our happy hour videos to the tall tiers of our Patreon supporters. So look forward
Yes.
to that.
Hello.
And so last year it was this like bright red leather with like this
Uh-huh.
very milky looking cow. And it's not like a bull
Yeah,
or
it looks
anything. It's just a cow, like literally the kind where you
yeah.
get milk from. So
That looks like one of those like state fair ribbons.
yes,
Like
actually that makes
this is the best cow.
it does have that vibe to it. And so this year they're making it, I think, in nude leather for the tiger, at least from the
Mm.
Superior Labor site. So I'm just kind of like, well, darn it, do I have to buy something to get that Nengajo? But whatever.
I mean, maybe.
So, and also I didn't explain what Nengajo is. It's basically these like, you know how we send out Christmas cards in the Western countries? In Japan, they
Hmm.
send out New Year cards. So it's that time of the year where if you are in Tokyo or anywhere in the city, there's all these like booths that shows all the cute designs
Hmm.
that you can order like packs of them with your address like printed on it. And then you
Right.
can just like
That's so
you just fill
cute.
it out and then like send it to like almost all your friends and family. But it's a thing. It's like as they're very obsessed with stationery and like analog thing of their
Oh
lifestyle.
yeah,
So
of course.
it's really cool. Um, and so let's start off with new items we see on the market. Why don't you go ahead and share with us yet
Ooh.
another BENU item?
Okay, so I feel like most of the people that I've talked to about this pen are like, "Oh God, Kelly, what are you looking at here?" And I totally understand why, because it's gaudy and it's violently pink, you could say. You know who would love this is Little Raven Ink.
Call,
She's on my side with this one. I'm calling her out.
calling out Courtney. I don't know about it though. It's kind of on the gaudy side.
It's so gaudy. So it's the BENU pen, and I don't know if it's BENU or BENU. I always say it wrong, but it's the Talisman collection. So it's the same one that I've talked about in the past, and I have my Dragon's Blood version
Yes.
right here,
Yes.
the green and red and black one that I got at the pen show. So this is essentially the same model of pen,
And a new
but
color.
it's
Yeah.
new color, and it's called Wild Rose
Ooh.
because it has the Talisman collections. I know I've mentioned this before. They have like bits of like Wild Rose, for example, in the pen, infused in the resin of the pen, they say, which I think is pretty cool. They're definitely capitalizing on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
It's coming in
right.
February.
February. Yes. We see it
And
in the
they
Walmarts and the Targets already.
yeah. And it's so cute because in the resin they have these like little confetti hearts, and it's
Oh.
so cheesy, but but and it's all glittery, so it's like a light bubblegum pink, and it kind of goes into this like hot pink, and it's
Yeah.
so ridiculous.
It's that violent neon pink that kind of like turns it off for me. Like the bubble gum pink end is fine, but as it like slowly delves into that violent arena. I mean, yeah, they won't miss
See,
you if you're writing in a cafe with this.
right. It makes me happy because it's just so like in your face and happy, you know? Um but I like I say, I definitely understand why someone wouldn't like it. But that's the reason that I love it.
I like zoomed in closer on the little glitter hearts and the milky
Yeah.
part, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
screaming like Bath Body and Beyond ish
Oh my
to
god.
me.
Or you mean Bath and Body
Oh, Bath
Works?
and Body Works. Yes, yes, yes. Like
You're so right.
the soapy things, or like the lotion, the packaging. So it's just
That is so funny. Bringing it back to when I was like, "Hey, April, you want some lotion?" And you're like, "God, that smells like, a unicorn's throw up or something."
oh my goodness.
Yes, this is me in a pen.
All right, so we thank Kelly again for bringing us really gaudy content to feature.
Yes.
But I feel like there's definitely people who likes these kinds of things, and some people just want a very, very pink pen. So go check this one out if that's something you're curious
I know
about.
it's not just me.
I know. To be honest, if this comes out in like a violent green, then I may be the one talking about it. So
Yeah.
there you go. Throwback to that time Kelly says she doesn't like pink. It's actually just kind of thinking about that episode.
To when what happened?
When you said you didn't like pink, like there was a phase when you used to not like
Really?
pink, and then you like,
Oh, well, no, when I was a kid.
yeah.
Like, I really didn't like it at all. And now look at everything in my room right now, which I guess you can't really see from this angle, but like it's all over my desk, it's on my bed. It's just a lot.
Next topic. Well, I'm looking at
Yes.
Sumthings of Mine, a super cool product that I think we talked about last year when I was doing an episode with
I was
Phyllis.
going to say, wait, we've already talked about this.
The receipt calendar
A year ago.
made a comeback. It's so
Yeah.
cool, and I just wanted to
It's so, yeah.
shout it out again. So Some Things of Mine, I think, is based in Malaysia, and it's like another stationery store that curates these beautiful, items that we all love. And they have their own kind of like design house called SOM Studio. And last year they came out with this cool concept, which is printing out calendars, like a whole month's worth of calendar, and these cute long strips of receipts. And when you zoom in and really look at the details of like the design of each sheet from January to December, they're all like printed differently in different styles. Some are like the receipts of a ticket stub. Some are like, what you would get at a grocery store, and some like a bus ticket. It's just really cute. And this year, my friend Chelsea from Those Who Words actually gave me the April sheet,
Oh, cute.
like in a Happy Mail, and I just thought it was so cute because all the little details, like says like it has like reservation, or like things that like this is the gift card, and give us feedback, a survey, all those things you would expect to see on a receipt, but like printed out, customized for a person with like collage in mind. Like you can easily like highlight dates on it because it shows like the 1st to the 31st, or circle it, or stamp it, or like rip it and collage it into your pages. The only thing, again, like it's printed really with like a label maker, those you would expect to get when you go to a restaurant, and so they may disappear down the road. Like
they may like fade over time.
Yes, but I think the novelty of it and like the design aspect of it is just so good, and I almost made an order, like tempted by a friend. She's shopping on like January 1st, so I was like,
oh my gosh,
Christiana. So I was just like, probably shouldn't purchase something like on the first day of the new year, but I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I will fall on these.
I've been good so far. January 4th today, as we're recording this, so give it up for me.
4 days. That's nice. Well,
no, those are really cool. I like those calendars.
So I just want to introduce them to people again because, like, these kind of time sensitive stuff, once they sell out, they sell out. So
Yeah.
check it out. So moving on to your item, what are you gonna talk about today?
Oh boy. So, I just got my boyfriend back from Canada. And he actually did. So he was going to go to Wonder Pens for me, but by the time he was like able to go, they were like closed for their holiday break. And I was like, no, there goes the Ferris wheel press ink that I definitely didn't need anyway. But, so he was able to make it to Paper Plus Cloth.
Nice.
And so he got me a few stamps. These ones are from, wait, who are these from? Eileen Ty.
Mm-hmm.
They're like these little stationery girls. One, she's got a little fountain pen and ink. Like, that's not every stamp I own. But I wanted it. And then there's one where she's like sitting on a stack of books and like reading a book.
That's cute.
That's so cute. And then I didn't put it in our little show note thing, but he also got me this one.
Oops. Oh, Yawn Charm stamps. Yes.
The Night Thinker.
Mm-hmm.
Because I resonate with this. There was so many of the Yawn Charm ones that I was like looking at on their website, but they're all sold out. And I do also want to just put a PSA out there to everybody that, like, I don't know how every single store does this, obviously, but I know at Oblation right now, we are going to be having our like annual inventory day. So I think maybe a lot of shops do a similar thing where they try not to have so much stock right now because they're just going to have to count it again. So I don't know if that's what's happening, or maybe I'm reading too much into that, but I did notice there's a lot of stuff that they don't have in stock, but it could, just throwing it out there to people that small business stuff. But it was nice of Bobby to get these for me.
I'm like looking up Eileen Ty on Instagram right now. Her handle is Eileen Ty, EILEENTAI.85, and this girl series is so cute. There's so many different illustrations of it, like the girl with like a mug of beer in a cup of coffee, hanging close to dry, like flowering on water. It's just such a cute little daily snippet that you can add into your journal, whichever little girl you chose.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this one doing yoga with like a cat next to her. It's so cute.
That's me very occasionally.
Oh my goodness. That's so cute. Well, I'm glad he got something fun for you despite,
I know.
not knowing too much about stationery. I wonder if he had to ask, or did he take photos and let you choose while he's there or something like that?
Well, no, because I just sent him links from the website, and then because he was looking around, I guess he got something. I directed him to a Midori pad for a friend of his, and he was like, "Oh, that was a good rec." I'm like, "I know." And he said for the stamps he had to just show his phone to the person, and she was like, "Oh, gotcha."
Yes, that's how you ask a boyfriend or husband to find stuff for you. It's so
just
cute.
Show the lady the picture.
Hold up your phone. That's all you need to do. You don't even need to know what it's called. Well, my stuff for this week, not showing something special or specific, but more of this is what I did today. Today I went through all of my letter sets and my greeting cards and my postcards, and I did a huge organization thing. So
oh my god,
they all sit inside this plastic container bin that's kind of tall. I actually don't know where I got this.
It's got a 200 yen sticker on it.
I know. Is this from Daiso? Maybe it is. Oh, it is from Daiso. Okay, so let me.
It's still got the sticker.
Hey, Daiso storage units are great.
No, Yeah, they're great. No
So
shame.
this is a 11 by 7.9 by 5.5 inch storage case with lid, but I don't use the lid. But it is
Uh-huh.
almost like the exact width of your standard like Japanese letter sets. So
Oh
so it's
man,
perfect. And then like
I
I
should get that.
I categorize all my cards because last year I was subscribed to the Oblation Letterpress Express. So
Letterpress
I have
Express.
so
Yeah.
many cute like letterpress greeting cards in this bucket right
Yay.
now. It's so filled. It's like tied to the brim. And then I have a section of like postcards that I collect when I travel. When I used to travel, and then what people like send
Yeah.
me, and then I also have a collection of postcards that I bought online. And so, like for example, I love my friend Herb Coyle's urban sketching artwork, and I keep buying
Ooh.
whenever she comes out with a new city series. And then like I didn't realize I had like about like almost 35 of her cards, postcards, and just hoarding them, not using it. So my goal is that by, having it all be in this bucket and visualizing
Mm-hmm.
it, and then especially with the letter pads, like
Mm-hmm.
there's no good way to store it if you stack it on top of each other. You have to like
Yep.
remove them one by one to see the
Dude,
pattern. So
you're speaking my language right now.
no wonder filing cabinets or like letter organizers in like usual office supplies, it's always vertical. They always stand it up so you can do the finger
Mm-hmm.
thing, right? Like you can like kind of
Yes.
sift through it very quickly. So that's what I've been organizing and
Do you
doing.
have like the same letter set 3 times?
No, it's the it's every single
It's got like the
design
same.
of the Kotori Machi. You know how they came out with like multiple? So I have like
Oh,
one,
April.
two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight different Kotori Machi letter sets. So
I can't even fault you for that. I mean,
and I'll probably buy more if they come up with more.
it's
But
it's money well spent.
so by doing this though, I'm more of like, okay, I cannot buy more letter sets until I
Yes.
used up my letter sets. And that's actually one of the creative things I want to do more of this year, is to just really stop hoarding postcards, like send these beautiful artworks to friends. And
Yeah.
I always have just like one or two of these postcards that I get in Happy Mail, and like, what do I do with them? They're so cute. Send it out,
Yeah.
send it
Yeah.
out. So, so I'm glad I did this, because before they were just
I
like
love that.
a mumbo jumbo, like really, really out of order. And then the more out of order they are, the more I'm less inclined to go into it, because I often come out with a paper cut. But this way, I'm really, it's really organized, systematic from height. And I could easily, this section
Mm-hmm.
is the like, greeting card section. This section is the postcard section. And this section is like the letter set section, which is way too many sections.
No, I love that. I like remember when Candy gave me or
Oh, right. You
she
had
sent
that
me
variety pack, right?
a gigantic variety pack. I put in a drawer back there, and it's like it is technically a see-through drawer, but it's like that frosted kind,
Hmm.
and it's like back there. So I'm trying to figure out how to, because there's like the back there storage, but it has to be up here because this is where I am when I'm at my desk, and it's like
Exactly.
trying to figure out my life.
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
totally understand that. So,
And of course, there's letter sets on my desk too. So there's more. I need to write more letters this year. I feel like that's such an easy thing to fall on the wayside, but it's so
use
fun
our
to
gel
do.
pens, use our fountain pen. I
Yes.
found the best way to destash and use sticker flakes is to put them on letters. Just like
Oh yes,
dotting the
yes.
borders with
Oh my
stickers,
god,
those you never use, but so.
I could probably do that to at least like 10 or 15 letters.
so
Like oh my
so
god,
there is that. I think that's a
yes.
cool thing we should do. Oh, Incorimo is coming up, right? National, international, sorry, not national, international correspondence
Oh,
month.
yeah, that's
That's
February.
February. So
See, I personally don't want to put that on myself because every single day that seems like a lot of work.
I
But I
want to
guess
send 31 postcards out. That's one of my goals.
mm, like in 1 month or just
Yeah,
total?
31 in 1 month.
No, 28 April.
All right, because there's only 28 days in February.
Good thing it's not a leap year.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's okay. Oh, then that's easier. 28 cards. Three less. Am I doing the right math here? Okay, let's move on. There.
Well, now you're making it seem like it's easier than I think it is, so maybe I'll try to be like you.
Do it with me. Let's have fun.
Okay, I might do it.
Use up
You
all
can make a journaling spread about it.
Oh my goodness. Take a photo of that card and so you can kind of keep a
Mm-hmm.
record of it. You know how like sometimes we treasure special postcards so much we don't send it out, but
Yeah.
maybe we can just
Uh-huh.
document it like with a photo and like
Oh,
immortalize it in our
I like
journal.
that.
Fun project idea.
Good
Nice.
thoughts. I like these thoughts.
Nice thoughts. Okay,
Oh.
moving on
Oh.
to something you're looking at. I'm not even gonna say I
Okay.
want. It's just something we're kind of
Okay,
browsing.
good. Yeah, and I said, please don't at me to everybody that knows
Okay,
what I said.
they are gonna add you so hard
Yes.
with this item.
Yeah, so basically,
It's a cover.
I'm not totally in love with my current. Hold on, I need to pull this thing up again. With my current, this is also a Galen leather cover
Hmm.
that I'm using for my Hobonichi Weeks. I believe it's the forest green or whatever they call that.
That you
I don't think
got
they call it forest green.
from a customer who went to the store and sold it to you.
Yes.
I remember that story.
Yes. It was an opposite move of me becoming the customer and the customer becoming the saleswoman. So, and I absolutely love the zip. It's got a perfect zip. It's got room for all the cards. It fits the weeks perfect. It's got the pen loop. My only qualm with it is that it's very heavy and bulky.
Mm.
And I want something lighter. I don't know if this cover that I'm looking at from Galen Leather is actually lighter. It's the Hobonichi Weeks cover that's got a very similar pocket layout and whatnot, but it's not a zipper. It's kind of like a traveler's notebook / folio
It's
situation.
more of a folio, I would say, because there's no
Yeah,
strap
but
that goes around it or
you
anything.
can add an elastic strap though.
Oh, I see.
For $12.
Oh, for closure. Oh, right, because it doesn't. It's kind of like
Yeah.
a wallet, basically, like an open
Yeah.
wallet. So if you want to have to secure it, I guess they. How would it look with the
Yeah.
strap? Is there?
I know. I want to know because I think it might be like a vertical strap that goes like this way, like the plotter.
Oh,
I don't know though.
The band vertically.
Yeah.
I see.
Because it doesn't show
Yeah.
it, but I'm interested in it. It's not something I'm gonna go out and buy. I'm just kind of shopping around, looking at different things, and to amend a little bit what I said. I think if I sell a cover, then I can get another one. You know what I mean?
I like how
if
she's
one goes out,
editing.
one can come in. Well, because then it's not just oh, I want this, like I did with the Reflect.
Makes sense.
Oh man, I'm digging myself a hole here.
Because you literally just said you don't want to buy any more covers until September 1st. So,
But I don't know, because I'm not totally in love with this one. But that shouldn't matter. I don't know. It's not like I don't have 2 other ones that maybe I could break out
and I was telling Kelly I had a leather cover from Gallon Leather that looks like this in the Crazy Horse Brown. It's really nice. It served me well during my trip to Greece because it looks like a book, a journal. Whereas I was hiding my bills and my cards in there.
Yeah.
And literally it's in my hand the whole time. So if I find it, I can probably lend it to you and let you give it a spin, like
Mm,
see if it's
I could give
light.
it a spin.
See if it's light or heavy
Yeah.
still. So that could be an option. Maybe you need to find those like cover renting services. I feel like there's something like that out there.
Oh my god. Yeah, remember when I feel like I talked so much trash about that and now I'm like, oh, that's a good idea.
You need it because you're on this band.
Oh man.
Ah.
Yeah. I'm terrible. Go ahead and at me.
Okay, I can't wait to see all the Instagram stories about that. Next topic, something I'm looking at. I thought it's really cool. I don't know if it's going to be
Yeah.
available to the public because it debuted during Bungo Joshi, but the fact that they keep promoting it makes me think they're going to come out with it. It's from Kyupodo, which is a Japanese kind of letterpress stationery company. And they make like really cute letterpress postcards, paper product, and they just came out with this book. And it like caters to the ink numas, like the ink ladies, ink people in Japan. It's like coloring book before dip pen enthusiast. So instead
Mm-hmm.
of coloring, you are lettering on these like lightly printed Japanese poetic paragraphs about this
Mm-hmm.
shokaiten, about this imaginary street with all these fun little stores. And then you can, with your glass dip pen, play with different inks and just kind of like it's like
Mm-hmm.
copying the book. You're literally writing, tracing
Yeah.
the kanji and the katakana and like all the Japanese words as if you're
Mm-hmm.
filling out the book. So I'm calling it like a lettering book. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
and it's just got like great illustrations on each page. And obviously, if it's going to carry fountain pen ink, I bet the paper's pretty good. And,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's such a fun idea. Like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want people to come out with lettering books, with like fun stories or like, classics or whatever,
Yeah.
with like interesting lettering styles. I mean, in
Yeah.
English.
Why don't do they have those in English? I've never heard of anything like it, but I've never really looked.
I feel like they probably do have those for like people who are learning to do calligraphy. It's cute, but people those are usually like A B C D E F G,
Yeah, that's
or
boring.
like just words repeatedly. But this one is literally like the story into this cool street and like going to this like let me kind of spell out a little bit of the stories in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's this like I don't know, mechanics place that has cats in it. There's this like cafe with like I know corals, like corals from the sea, like decoration. So it's just like a very interesting street with like interesting stores. Imagine like Diagon Alley, where each shop
Mm-hmm.
has a little fun quirk to it. And so you're not just enjoying the lettering aspect of writing with your glass tip pen. And they actually demonstrated one where there's this one of the stores, a letterpress that are made with like glittery star fragments. So you print it's really cute,
Oh.
and they actually used and paired it with like Kuritake's glitter ink, and so the on the black background, the lettering part is like in like this gold sheeny ink.
What?
It's really pretty.
Wait, where is Oh, I see. Ooh.
And I feel
Oh,
like
wow, that's beautiful.
I kind of want it because like I'm trying to learn Japanese again and like
Yeah.
practicing kanji, practicing the words, and then at the same time enjoying my dip pens and my glass dip pens. I think it's a
Yeah.
fun thing, and I can see how it might be super popular in Japan, especially since they've kind of like moved beyond just typical fountain pen inks, but thinking about like the dominant
Mm-hmm.
industry, interesting inks, the chrome one, the really glittery kinds, the really pigmented one from Tono and Lims. Like this is the perfect book to play with, if you buy those inks
Yeah.
and not sure what to do with them, you know, you can
For
you
sure.
can only letter and test on your pages for so long, so much. So I just thought it's really
Yeah.
cool. I want it. I
Yeah.
hope someone will sell it. Yoseka,
Yeah.
please.
Ooh, that would be
I feel
great.
like
I would
I
get one
feel
of
like
those.
Yoseka and Nikonekos do get stuff from Kyupodo, so please,
Yeah.
please, please.
Mm.
All right. Finally, what is something interesting that you found or looked
Oh
at?
my gosh. April. I feel like this is an April thing.
It is an April thing.
Um, it is so
How
cute.
did you come across this site, though? Wow.
So no, I actually originally saw it from Boontobi,
Oh, I see. I see.
and then from there I went to the website called oh wait, hold on, felicimo.co.jp/crasso. Ferishimo is in katakana. So anyway, guess what? They're pouches. Awesome. Why are they so awesome? Because there's three different designs and they are sento themed, which is like public bath, like public onsen in Japan. And it's one of those things that has that old school Japanese motif going on that we love so much. And I will say, if you're someone like me that has ever been into reading manga and slice of life stuff, like, you will recognize all these motifs. Like, you know how in an anime when they go to the hot spring and like after they're in the bath, the character like drinks
Swigs.
one of those milk jugs and then is
Yes.
like, I'm so refreshed. So so one of the pouches has like three different milk bottles on. They're like, it's like a horizontal design.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Ichigo milk, which is strawberry, normal milk, and then coffee.
Coffee milk.
Like, yeah, and so the front pattern of the pouch has them like facing with the design head on, and then on the back of the pouch, it's got like the backs of the little jugs, and they're so cute.
These are huge pouches too, and it's kind of like you can fit like clothes in it, or like
Yeah, it's so you can take it with you to the
Oh my
onsen or
goodness,
to the sento. Yeah.
that's so
And like
cute.
one of them is also horizontal and has the character you,
Yeah,
which is like hot water. And then like it has like the women's kanji for women, and then on the back it's kanji for men.
I see.
And that one's blue.
Yeah,
So it's like blue for men and then red for
they
women.
they always have that flag in the public
Yeah.
places, and when you go to ryokans, they would sometimes switch. Like they would have
Yeah.
different configurations, so you always need to check the curtain to see
Yeah.
if tonight this one's for women only or this one's for men only, because you don't want to go in when it's the
Yes.
wrong one.
Yeah. And if you've ever seen Spirited Away, they have the same you character on that. It's pretty famous. And then the last design is like, it's a vertical layout.
Yeah.
And it's got a scale on one. And I actually recognize, now that I'm really looking at it, like off to the right side of the scale, there's like the little like cubbies and like a basket where you put your stuff.
Yes.
And then on the other side, it's got like was that one of those like old school hair dryer
Yeah,
things? Is it?
you sit in it and like it blows air around your head. It's kind of like when people
Yeah,
do the
and
curls or something. Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
So they're really cute, and I was saying it's really good that I don't live in Japan right now, because I would probably buy like all three of them. They're so adorable.
Oh my
I
god,
just love
I'm
that.
loving the description. Like we're reading it translated by Google, but it's so funny. They said this: speaking of the dressing room of a public bath, a retro metal scale. Even if you ride it gently, like ascend it gently, the needle will move around, and the moment when you face reality will come. And on the back side, I placed an illustration of a kettle-shaped dryer, which is the most worrisome thing in the dressing room. Does it really work? Despite the question, I've never seen anyone actually use it, and I have a longing for it. Like I love this copywriting.
That is so great.
Oh, so good.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Unique and warm retro design. Yeah.
How,
So
where can I
good.
get this? That's the question. I
Yeah.
could take it into my own bath, I guess. Like, go- take it, pack what I need to go into my own bathroom.
Oh, by the way, the same company makes like a really tiny one that is a key case for the if they have the cubby that has the little like wooden lock thing.
Oh, cute.
And it's on the inside of it, it's got like Mount Fuji and like little it's super cute. I can't even. I can't even.
Oh, that's so cute. Love it. I love discovering little things like these.
I know. This isn't stationary, so this is like out
Lifestyle.
of the budget,
Right, this is lifestyle. We need it for our life, okay?
which is stationary.
Yes. And then finally, my news, something interesting to me is the Sailor Cocktail exclusive 2022 series that just
Mm-hmm.
came out. It's a set of 5. I think they always did it like a set of a few pieces and you buy it
Mm-hmm.
all together. And then so they're inspired by cocktails names. The last series that I saw had like was probably like accumulation of all that came out, so it was like a set of 10
Mm-hmm.
from Yoseika, and I saw it
Yeah.
at Yoseika and I saw it at a few other places too, and there's like these cool little names. And so this one has like drinks called like around the world, which I think is like a drinking game. I don't think it's a drink.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I think that's a drinking game. And there's like Violet Fizz, Blue Train,
Oh.
Argentina, Gin Martini, and these are Sailor Pro Gear, the full size, not the slim,
Oh, was
which I don't have. So this
I
is
think the other one was also full size actually. I
yeah.
remember because we got the Angel's Delight one at Oblation, just the one, because they were selling that one individually for some
I
reason.
hope they will sell this set individually eventually because I think they do
Yeah.
towards the end of the promotion. But so one's like in this pretty green shade around the world, has like a
Mm-hmm.
lime green cap, a more of a darker green but still translucent body that really to me is jade color. Like if this Sailor
Mm-hmm.
Pro Gear in jade, this is it. You were
Yeah.
you were liking the purple one called Violet Fizz that also had like a translucent
Yeah.
purple theme to it. The blue train.
I also like the white finial.
I think it's kind
I'm
of
a fan of
gray.
finials.
You're a fan of these.
Is it gray? Oh yeah, maybe you're
It
right.
looks a
It's hard
little
to
it looks a
tell.
little gray. Blue train really I feel like gives me like blue lagoon. Like if you go to like a swimming pool
Yeah.
green, really nice looking.
Yeah.
Argentina, a really nice orange with a yellow finial. And then Gin Martini, that reminds me a little bit of my Camellia in the Snow. So it's got this kind of like translucent white
Mm-hmm.
body with a red cap, which I think is like the cherry in the martini, I suppose. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I love all 5 colors. Like it's way more exciting to me compared to the Ancora Birthstone series, to be honest. Like
I mean,
if we're
yeah.
if we're drawing comparison to like colorful pens to colorful pens, these are so much fun looking. And I've never had a Pro Gear that's like the original. Like I've always had the Pro Gear Slim. So
Yeah.
if
Well, they're kind of fat, they're kind of large.
which I'm intrigued
Um,
about. So if they ever sell these individually, and remember I said my budget for this year is 1 pen per quarter. That green one
yes.
might be it around the world.
Yeah.
Or if anyone out there
Also,
is selling your Acro Ski because you want to buy this one, I'm also open to buying that from you.
so I do want to say with the Argentina hot take, and I don't usually say this, but I think it would look better with gold trim than rhodium.
All right.
Just because like the orange and the yellow, it would like bring it all together.
Mm, interesting
But
observation.
for the purple and blue, I think the silver trim makes a lot of sense.
I
They're all pretty though.
they're
I
all very
agree.
pretty. So I just think it's really cute and fun. And if this is the beginning of the Sailor introductions to the year, I'm excited. I can't wait to see what
Yeah.
else there will be for the whole thing.
Oh God. Be still my heart.
That's true. We are on a budget and we're kind of walking into this year like cautiously, I would say, with
Yes.
new stationery items. So just
Oh
slowly
gosh.
inching. But anyway, I think this is a good start to Happy Hour to 2022. We got some new, fun,
Yes.
interesting things to talk about, and I hope you guys enjoy listening to it as always. We will post this on our Instagram, the Stationery Cafe, with images. So check it out there if you're curious to see what exactly are we describing in our in this conversation.
I'm
It's gonna be on
I'm
Instagram.
also gonna call my mom out really quick because she was just like, Kelly, how do you look at the stuff you guys talk about? I'm like, Mom, you just go to our Instagram. She's like, but that's so much work. I'm like, well, what do you.
Damn it!
No, you just click on Stationery Cafe and then go to like the happy hour thumbnail thing, and it's pretty easy to find.
Exactly. And so
I
that
love you, Mom.
I know, Janet, I thought you were like an avid listener. Is she imagining some technology where it will like blast the visual into her head as she was listening to it? I don't know if that's there
I
yet.
mean, maybe.
She may have to put on a special pair of glasses, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoy this. You know, we are recording these happy hour videos whenever there's no technical difficulties, and we will be sharing them
Yes.
in our Patreon, Stationery Cafe. We look forward to bringing you another fun episode next week. Bye, Kelly.
Bye, April.